What is going on, guys? Before I start talking about the topic of police brutality, corruption, and propaganda, I want to remind myself and everyone else to always side with the oppressed and never the oppressors, regardless of race, religion, gender, ethnicity, etc. We see a lot of propaganda coming from the media, but in this video I'm going to talk about how the right-wing media is pushing for a police state, while at the same time these hypocrites claim to defend the Constitution and civil rights of people, when again we see their racism and bigotry and just look at the bills they're trying to pass and their actions. The Blue Lives Matter movement should be called the Blue Lives Matter. If you were to ask a right-winger who was brainwashed by Fox News, Alex Jones, or Rebel Media what the leading cause of death for police officers are, depending on what was the last segment one of these uneducated deplorables just saw, they might say black, or they might say Muslims, they might say Mexicans, or illegal immigrants, or pretty much anyone who's a non-white, non-Christian. That would be their answer. But the fact of the matter is, more officers commit suicide than are killed, just like how in the US military, the #1 leading cause of death is suicide. Now, you don't see suicide on the statistics being shown, but they are sometimes labeled as accidental discharges or undetermined deaths. We see when Obama was president, Fox News and Alex Jones were angry and claiming Obama was getting unconstitutional. He was acting unconstitutional, and the lying con man, fear-mongering bigot Alex Jones claimed that Obama was going to put everyone in FEMA camps. And again, we saw that didn't happen. These people are liars. Now you have Donald Trump with his bigot minions, Steve Bannon and Jeff Sessions, going after people's civil rights. Now Alex Jones is cheering him on. Interesting. So Donald Trump's pushing the police state. Alex Jones claims to be against it, yet he's cheering it on. These right-wingers, I tell you. Donald Trump is going after net neutrality, and look at some of these right-wingers, again, agreeing with that. Sad. But back to the topic. Officers kill more people than them being killed. America has over 2 million people in prison, and even Hillary Clinton said in a speech about criminal justice at Columbia University on April 29, 2015, quote, "It's a stark fact that the United States has less than 5% of the world's population, yet we have almost 25% of the world's total prison population." End of quote. Now again, some people are criminals and some are innocent yet are in jail, while certain criminals are not investigated or given a slap on the wrist when they actually should be in prison. We also see that some police officers are criminals hiding behind their badge. Some examples are police misconduct, corruption, brutality, and stealing people's property and money by claiming it's a civil forfeiture. We see officers claiming people are resisting arrest when they were not, which gets the individual in a lot of trouble. Now, there's a problem of private prisons too. These are for-profit businesses that make money off prisoners, which for these businessmen, the more prisoners, the more money. Ironically, with Donald Trump becoming president, stocks in the prison industrial complex rose. That should tell you a lot right there. And now, with these Blue Lives Matter laws, they want to give cops even more privileges. And notice how I use the word privilege. And this would mean harsher punishments for some innocent person falsely accused of resisting arrest. There was also a story of white supremacists trying to take over police departments. Now again, look at how the DAPO protesters were treated, how African Americans are treated, how some cops take advantage of innocent women, how Muslim civil liberties and other groups in America's civil rights and civil liberties are being abused. Now again, this video is not anti-police, but rather anti-police brutality and corruption. And remember to always side with the oppressed and never the oppressors, regardless of race, religion, gender, ethnicity, etc. Peace.